Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this one, I wanted to talk about how to build your offer. One of the things that we do for our clients is we help them identify their area of expertise. We help them build one single offer that will scale really well, priced anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000. And this is one of the main benefits you get in working with us is we'll help you build an offer and include deliverables in that offer that make it extremely easy to sell to whatever market it is you're going after. We'll show you how to sell an offer, whether you are a marketing expert, a marriage expert, whatever it is that you're doing, we'll look at your expertise, get you on the phone with people that could potentially need your help and start selling this offer out the gate. But one of the most important elements in running the business model that we help people get started in is that offer. What are you supposed to sell? How do you sell it? And what should it include? Well, we're going to actually use my computer today and a little bit of a whiteboard to help you figure this out. So if you're listening on Spotify, I recommend you come over to YouTube, but I'm going to do my best to make this easy to listen to over there as well. So let's get right into it. All right, so here we are on the whiteboard once again. We're going to cover this in depth, how to build an offer worth anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000. And I'm talking upfront, guys. I'm not talking like $3,000 split across a couple months. I'm not talking $10,000 split across a year. I'm talking up front. And, I can prove this as well. I mean, a lot of the clients that I sold, even before I started helping other people get started, I attracted multiple clients through just Facebook groups and LinkedIn to my calendar where I would then pitch them on these $10,000, $15,000 offers. And our clients even get to see those original recordings of me selling kind of the beta version of what I did back then. So there's a couple principles that I want to share with you in this video. How do you build your offer? How do you get started? So the first thing is you don't want to overcomplicate it. Do not overcomplicate it. One of the most tempting things to do, overcomplicate. There you go. Complicate. Okay, whatever. You get the point. It's really hard to read, but you know what I'm saying. So don't overcomplicate it. What do I mean by this? Well, very tempting thing to do when you're just getting started and you're just building your offer is to kind of have this grocery bag mentality. And what do I mean by this? Well, when you think about when you're shopping for groceries, you kind of pay according to the amount of groceries that you put in your grocery bag, right? So you kind of got this grocery bag sitting right here. You can just imagine this grocery bag, right? And, there's like a banana sticking out this side. You've got like a potato right here. You've got like a bag of chips, something like that sitting in there. The more groceries you have in this bag, the more you're going to pay, right? That is how a lot of people see their offer. They think the more they do for their clients, the more things they stack on, the more likely a client is to pay. And this is a massive falsehood that keeps most consultants, coaches, agency owners, whatever it is that you're doing, from scaling. Because now you are committing to your clients to do all of these things. You're committing, you're saying, I'm going to build this for you. I'm going to coach you on this. I'm going to fix this problem on your website. I'm going to, do 6 calls every single week with you and your team or with yourself. I'm going to have a daily accountability with you or whatever. They start just over delivering. And when you're just getting started, this is an easy method to just guarantee that you're going to make sales. But you'll notice that as you scale, it just doesn't work. Plus you start working with clients that abuse your time, honestly. They think you'll do anything for them. I remember the very first client that I had was a $900 a month client, and I did this. I said, hey, I'll help you with your website. I'll help you with your funnel. I'll help you with your offer. I'll help you with your ads. I'll help you with everything. So I was just this person's like go-to marketer, and I ended up working like 4 hours a day for this person. So like that was time I could have used prospecting other clients. It's time I could have used working on my business, working on my expertise. So for 4 hours a day, I was trading 4 hours a day away for $900, which sounds like a decent deal to some people. 2 or 3 of those clients could be a nice income, but gosh, raise your standards quickly. You have to raise your standards. So what do we do instead of overcomplicating it? What's the alternative to the grocery bag mentality? What's the other option? Well, the other option is, the complete opposite is the 3 deliverables mentality. We're only doing 3 things for our clients. What do I mean by this? Well, essentially, your offer should only include 3 real deliverables, 3 real outcomes, okay? So, for example, with our programs, we do 3 things for you. We help you build this offer, right? We help you prospect clients, so we show you our organic and our paid ways of getting clients. 2, even 3 weeks into our program, most people that do what we're telling them to do on an organic level and just prospecting clients, they already make their investment back. So we know how to prospect, and we'll just show you how we do it, how we get calls organically. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, we've got methods for really any specifically like mass market organic platform, right? Offer, prospect, and then handholding. I mean, it's really that simple. Handholding can mean like helping them with their mentality. It means, helping them with their mindset. It's really kind of just upgrading their mindset at the end of the day. We're helping people see the amount of opportunity there is out there so they stop thinking scarce and they stop making, $3,000 or $4,000 a month decisions, and they start making, $50,000 to $100,000 a month decisions, which is really where you start to shine. You start to see your business at a new light. So this is what we do. Let me give you an example of another client of ours. He has a $9,000 offer that we helped him build. He's already sold a couple copies of it, and he's actually in e-commerce. So he helps e-commerce businesses scale their marketing processes. So he does three things. First thing, he looks at their creative. So he looks at their brand, and he helps them model brands similar to their industry that are scaling well based on their message and their market. So he basically fixes how they're positioning their product based on what he's seeing working for tons of other e-commerce businesses, right? That's the first thing he does. Next thing is he consults on paid advertising. So he doesn't even do the work for them. He says, hey, over the next 2 months, I'm gonna show you how to run ads. Once we nail in your creative / your messaging, ads are gonna be extremely easy to run. You're gonna notice a massive return on your investment compared to what we're doing now with ads where you're just straight marketing the product and you're not getting creative about how you position it or anything. The most creative thing you're doing is just saying, it's typically $30. Now you can get it for 15. That sort of cheap, just price gouging to get people to commit, right? Like scarcity, price gouging, stuff like that. But he thinks long-term. He thinks creative and messaging. He thinks brand, really. He helps people build that brand. What's their message, right? How do you build that? Then he consults on ads, right? And then the last thing he does is as backup, if they need it, and only if they need it, he will charge them a little bit extra for his team to come in and do these things for them on the deliverable level, on the ads level. If the client can't figure it out, if they just can't seem to get it to work, he will say, hey, no worries, for pretty cheap, I'm just gonna have my team come in and do it for you if for some reason the tech isn't working for you. So it's just three things, and he's able to charge $9,000 for this. So how can you charge that much for just 3 deliverables? Well, you gotta understand, man, people don't buy, and I've told you this before inside of my videos here, this client right here does not buy, your skill or your service. It's not what they buy. And that at first probably sounds kind of weird. What they really buy, and if you've been following me for a minute, this could literally be a quiz and you could answer this for me. What do they really buy? Well, they buy outcomes. They buy the place that they want to arrive in their business or in their life. And really what you're selling them a place that they want to arrive. You're not selling them, what you do. You're saying, hey, you are here. You've got your current situation. You've got where you're at now. You've got your desired situation. And you have, these 4 reasons that you've told me why you can't do this yourself. Well, I'm going to solve those 4 things with my offer, which covers these 3 things. And, if these 3 things are implemented correctly on your end, and if there's no, issues that I didn't see coming, which sometimes there is, we can easily move you from this current situation to this desired situation, whether it's, $10,000 a month in your business to, $50,000 a month in your business, or whether it's, 100 pounds overweight to, 10 pounds underweight or something. I don't know. I don't really know how the weight loss market works. Or if it's to, an unsatisfied marriage, to a satisfied marriage, right? So it's just like, you take your expertise and you kind of bottle it in such a way where you're saying, I'm only going to focus on these 3 things. And if you claim to be an expert and you can't boil it down to what the 3 things you ultimately do for clients are, I would argue that you still have to study what it is that you're doing and what your market actually needs from you. And this is kind of a challenge for a lot of our clients. When they hop on our offer creation calls, because we have daily coaching calls in our program, right? And my job, I'm really just kind of like the mindset, the big picture, the long-term business planning and offer creation. We've got people for organic, paid marketing and sales and all these other things, the operations and stuff like that. But I'm offer creation. This is where I shine. I help people, I pull the expertise out of them, right? And that's what I'm really good at. And I get them selling their offer for, $10,000, $9,000 up front, like I'm sharing with you today. But I've noticed this a lot where people have this idea that they have to do more for their clients, or that they have to really become their client's slave, and that the more that they do for their clients, the more they should get paid. But really, in reality, it's not what you do for your clients. It's what the information that you're giving them or the work that you're putting into their business or life will achieve for them, what the value of the outcome is. So if you can't boil your offer down to its core 3 ideas, you don't know what you're doing for your clients, and it's going to be extremely hard to sell at that $3,000 to $10,000 price tag because it's going to be really hard to communicate exactly what the outcome is. And hopefully that makes sense. So that is how you build a $3,000 to $10,000 offer. Some of the structure of these offers, just to kind of get into the last sort of idea, there's kind of a spectrum of what the deliverable could look like. You can imagine a spectrum here where on one end you've got a do-it-yourself offer, which is like a program of some kind. In the middle you've got done with you, which is coaching / done for you. And then on the far end you've got done for you, right? And what all these have in common is, again, it's just a client buying a result. So most people think that if it's a program or it's a done with you or it's done for you, that the price will be different, but that's just not true. Because again, a client buys the transformation from their current situation to their desired situation and how badly they want to fill that gap and how trusting they are that you can fill it for them, that you are the one to fill this gap for them. So it doesn't matter if it's done with you, which is kind of like, in our program, we consider our program a done with you program. We've got templates for the funnel, templates for the posts you can put out there. We've got a sales call script, offer creation templates, everything like that. So you can just get flying like day 3 and start selling immediately. A lot of people have like a do-it-yourself like course offer, and some people have done for you, where they're like build the offer for you, host the course, host your offer, help you set up everything and like whatnot. But at the end of the day, again, people are paying for the result. So this is also why you market the result. You don't market what you do, you market the result. You say, look, for us, right, we have clients like our client Aaron, who went from, 0 to $60,000 a month in less than a year. Actually, in like 6 months with us. So in 6 months, he went from 0 to $60,000 a month in his business. And now he's actually turned around and he's helping coach our community too. So whenever somebody succeeds, we have him coach. That's the beauty of the done with you model. So I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here. So I'm kind of going off on trails and circles, but you get the point. That is how you create an offer. Whether it's done for you, done with you, or do it yourself, you're focused on the result. You're focused on the outcome you're generating for your client, and you're focused on the 3 things that you do for your client. The 3 main sort of dominoes you have to push over for your client in order to help them arrive at the desired state that they're sharing with you. So I don't care if you're helping someone start an online business. I don't care if you are, consulting people on their mindset, their mentality. If you are consulting people on fitness, sleep, routines, habits, their marriage, if you're teaching them a language, whatever it is, you're focusing on the main 3 things that matter. You're drilling right into them, and you'll notice that you're getting it right when you're on a sales call. Like we do our sales calls over Zoom, and when you see like a prospect's head nodding, they're like, yeah, that's exactly what I need. You know that you've got them. Your job is to make your prospect feel heard, seen, understood, and you're asking them questions, hearing where they're at, and getting a clear vision of where they are. And then you're getting their permission to share, I think my audio just died. I might be coming through my camera now. I apologize if that's the case. It probably sounds horrible, but I'm going to hold the mic just in case. You're making them feel seen, heard, understood. And if they feel seen, heard, and understood, you can then move into, hey, here's the 3 things we do for our clients. And you just get extremely pointed with it. And you say, if we could do just one of these things well, we're going to change everything for you. But we focus on all 3 inside of our program. And we're going to hold your hand and make sure that it happens. Whether it's done for you, done with you, or do it yourself, we're going to make sure that this becomes a reality for you. So hopefully this makes sense to you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. That is how you build your offer. I don't care what level of experience you have. I don't care where your expertise starts and ends, how long you've been in the industry, your beliefs regarding what you should charge or shouldn't charge. That is how you build your offer. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you want our help scaling your business, book your call down below. Let's talk. We'd love to speak with you and see if it makes sense for you to get our direct help in starting and growing this or growing your existing consulting agency or coaching business. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.